Our viewers have voted. The winners have been chosen. Now, it's time to reveal the People's Choice for this year's top high school athletes, teams, and coaches in the Upper Peninsula. It's the inaugural Local 3 Sports Awards. Brought to you by Classic Auto Collision, Solberg's Greenleaf Sports Bar and Grill, Checker Bus and Checker Transport, Edwards Automotive, and Peninsula Federal Credit Union. Now, here's your host, Local 3 Sports Director Pete Francis.
Welcome to the inaugural Local 3 Sports Awards. I'm Pete Francis. Tonight we honor athletes from across the UP that thrive both on and off the fields of play. So let's begin with Girls Academic Athlete of the Year.
The 2015 Girls Academic Athlete of the Year.
Here are the nominees for Girls Academic Athlete of the Year. Sydney Lucier, Hancock. Courtney Beauchamp, Westwood. Ellie Olson, Gwynn.
The 2015 Girls Academic Athlete of the Year is Westwood High School's Courtney Beauchamp.
Congratulations to Courtney. We had a chance to catch up with her to speak about her future plans.
I try to stay really organized, pick out what's most important to me that day and get that done, and just try and do that every day of the week. By the end of the week, I usually have everything done. I'm gonna go to the University of Michigan and study business management. We have a really good business department here at Westwood High School, and being part of that made me realize that's what I want to do with my career.
Courtney maintained a 4.0 grade point average while playing 3 sports at Westwood. Now it's time to see who you voted as the Boys Academic Athlete of the Year.
The 2015 Boys Academic Athlete of the Year.
The nominees are Alex Anderson, Gwynn. Mitch Messing, Westwood. Mark Holmgren, Ishpeming.
The 2015 Boys Academic Athlete of the Year is Ishpeming High School's Mark Holmgren.
Congratulations to Mark Holmgren. We caught up with him to find out what his plans are for after high school.
I'm planning to go to NMU to major in chemistry. Then hopefully I can go to grad school for something like pharmacy or chemistry. I've always had an interest in the sciences and just math in general, and just doing labs and things like that in class I enjoy, which you want to do something you enjoy in life.
Good luck to Mark at NMU in the fall. Up next, we'll reveal our Athletes of the Year. Stick around. Welcome back to the Local 3 Sports Awards. Athlete of the Year is an honor that praises multi-sport athletes. Let's begin with Girls Athlete of the Year.
The 2015 Girls Athlete of the Year.
And the nominees are Lexi Rowe, Calumet; Gabby Ebert, Westwood; Ellie Olson, Gwynn.
The 2015 Girls Athlete of the Year is Westwood High School's Gabby Ebert.
And Local 3's Brittany Denny caught up with Gabby Ebert.
I'm here with Gabby Hebert from Westwood. Gabby, congratulations. You are going to Finlandia to play basketball next year. Why did you choose Finlandia?
I chose Finlandia because it's close to home. It offered me to play basketball, and it's got a great medical program, and I'm thinking about being a pediatrician or a general doctor. So it's just a great fit for me. Great, and the coach was great. He told me exactly what I wanted. Just it was a great choice, I thought.
And what would you say your biggest accomplishment is from an athletic standpoint?
Winning all defensive team and second team, because I just worked so hard, and it finally paid off my senior year, which is my last year, And this award that I'm up for is a huge accomplishment. So that's what I got to go with.
And what would you say you're going to miss most about high school sports?
The people and the coaches. I had a really good relationship with all my coaches, and the people are great. Like, they always have my back. They always make me laugh. I'm just going to miss the environment all around.
All right, Gabby, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations. Best
you.
of luck to you. Pete, back to you in the studio.
Gabby played tennis, basketball, and softball for the Patriots and was named to the All-Mid-Peninsula Conference defensive team for basketball. And she was also the #2 singles UP champion for tennis. Not too bad. Now for our Boys Athlete of the Year.
The 2015 Boys Athlete of the Year.
The nominees are Max Maloney, West Iron County; Connor Brazo, Marquette; Justin Beauchamp, Gwynn.
The 2015 Boys Athlete of the Year is West Iron County High School's Max Maloney.
Local 3's Brittany Denny joins us now with Max Maloney.
I'm here with Max Maloney from West Iron County. Now, Max, you've committed to play football at Michigan Tech. Are you excited, and why did you choose Michigan Tech?
I'm beyond excited to play at Tech. Tech's been developing a great program over the past couple of years. They're a fantastic school academically. Plus, I like to get to stay in the UP. It's close to home, and everyone can come watch and play.
And now you've played football here for the last 4 years. What are you going to miss most?
I'm going to miss those Friday nights with your best friends out there playing, put all the work in over the whole summer, then seeing it all come together on Friday nights out here.
And now specifically, there was a game that comes to mind against the Ishpeming Hematites where you played every down, every second. Just what did that game mean to you?
That game was extremely emotional for me. It was a fun game to play, but just knowing that, okay, this might be my last game ever. At the time, I didn't know I was going to play at Tech, so it was extremely emotional for me.
All right, well, thank you so much, Max, for being with us, and congratulations and good luck to you next season.
Thank you.
Pete, back to you in the studio.
Max was the Defensive Player of the Year in the UP, an all-conference performer in golf, and will play in the UP Football All-Star Game later this month. Stay tuned. The winner of Girls Coach of the Year will be joining me in the studio. You're watching the Local 3 Sports Awards. Welcome back to the Local 3 Sports Awards. There were several great coaching jobs in the UP this year. Now it's time to find out who you voted as the Girls Coach of the Year.
The 2015 Girls Coach of the Year.
The nominees are Ben Smith, Marquette; Jeff Twardzik, Calumet; Ben Olson, Gwynn.
The 2015 Girls Coach of the Year is Gwynn High School's Ben Olson.
And joining us now in the studio is our Girls Coach of the Year, Ben Olson. Ben, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, fantastic year at Gwynn. This was the first time Gwynn won the district title since 1997. How much did that mean to the school?
Means a lot to the school. Means a lot to our community, our school in general, and then the girls. I had a lot of girls that were with us it was their third year now, and that was one of our goals coming through for the last 3 years, was to win a district title. So for our school, big time; for our girls, big time, and the community backed us almost from day one since I took over 3 years ago. So, but this run was phenomenal, and the community was a big part of it.
Yeah, speaking of the community, one thing that I noticed covering this team and going to those postseason games especially was your fans were just really, really into it. How much did the team feed off of their energy?
Oh, big time. And, I tell the girls a lot of the time, like, this is why you play. Like, to get into that atmosphere, to have the people around you, the fans around you, the enthusiasm was just, even before games, after games, in the community, walking around. One of my senior guards, Ellie Olson, actually made the comment. She's like, "Man, it feels like we're in the movies. This must be what a movie star feels like." And, she wasn't that far off. It did at times feel like the surrealness around it, and the fans made it that way. You go to the grocery store, people are talking about it. You go to Subway, we're talking about it.
What is it about this team that made it so special?
The players. We're a close-knit group. We had 8 girls on the team. One got injured. So we really played most of the season with 7. It was the players, and we went hard, we practiced hard, and that was one of our big things, was we were in shape. I think we ran a lot of teams out of the gym, but I think that was also maybe one of our downfalls at the end too, was we got tired and we had some little nagging injuries that kind of hit us near the end of the year. But it was definitely the girls. It was my seniors, great senior leadership from the Ellie Olson, Jordan Hutchins. Mackenzie Hollins was the one who was hurt, but she was another one that was always there on the bench, cheering on. And then we had a freshman, Tiara Taylor, that was on there, and so we had, from senior to freshman, we had a lot of individuals who were stepping up and played big minutes. And then we got Tori Lauren and Nicole Usher, who are really, are going to be stepping up for us next year.
Is there anything that you learned about yourself as a coach working with this team?
You're always learning. You're always learning new things. Individually, just how to fight through close games, tough games, and just sticking with it. It's never over until it's over.
I remember, I think there was a game in Negaunee that was pretty similar along those lines.
Yeah, middle near end of the year. We made I think it was a big shot at the end, and then they had the ball with about 7 seconds left, and we made a big stand to stop them. And that was one of we had lots of goals this year that we accomplished. Beating Negaunee was one, beating Ishpeming was one, winning a district was one. It was really a phenomenal year.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic season. Congrats on Coach of the Year honors.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's Gwynn's Ben Olson. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll find out who you voted as the Boys Coach of the Year. Stick around. Welcome back to the Local 3 Sports Awards. Next up is our Boys Coach of the Year, where we actually had 4 finalists due to a tie in the first round voting. So let's see our 4 nominees.
The 2015 Boys Coach of the Year.
The nominees are Matt Hughes, Escanaba; Adam Mercier, North Central; John Jessen, Westwood; Jeff Olson, Ishpeming.
The 2015 Boys Coach of the Year is Westwood High School's John Jessen.
And joining us now in the studio is our Boys Coach of the Year, John Jessen. First off, John, thanks for joining us and congratulations.
Thank you. It's a really nice honor.
Yeah, this was your second year as the Westwood head coach. First year, the team went 2-7. This year, you guys have a big turnaround and make the playoffs. What would you attribute that turnaround to?
I would attribute that success to our kids that we had this year. We had a fantastic group, a group that really got behind what I was trying to do and the changes I was trying to implement, and they're the real heroes of last season.
What was your favorite part about coaching this team?
Just their grit. They were little guys for the most part. Our big time players last year, I don't know if there was one of them that was over about 5'8", and like I said, they were little guys, and just the determination that they had every game. They were little, but they played like they were twice the size.
Yeah, how much of a challenge was that going against some of those bigger teams like that?
Some of the instances it was a little bit harder, but one thing we had going for us last year was speed. And I think we successfully utilized that throughout the course of the year to kind of put some people in bad positions, and it kind of made up for the fact that maybe we weren't as big as some of the other teams out there.
Is there a game that sticks out to you from last season as the most memorable one?
I think that first game in Stevenson last year, we're lucky enough to get Stevenson on our schedule, and they're a quality program down there, and it was a good test for me in the first year. They came up and kind of beat up on us a little bit, and it was a good litmus test of where we were and where we needed to be. And in that second year to come out and really make a statement down there was kind of the point where we thought, we can do this. So I would say that's probably the most memorable game from last year.
Now, going into next season, the team loses a lot of good players. Trevor Burke's gone, Marquise Bajuri, Mitch Messing, but you do return guys like Brandon Benda. What's the outlook for next season?
Well, you're right in that we're losing a lot of really good players. Some guys that are going to be really tough to replace, as you said, Trevor Burke, Mitchell Messing, Ryan Antela. There's a big list of people that won't be with us next year, but we also have a lot of kids coming back. In the first year when I took over, we started 3 sophomores in Trent Deans, Seth Tackman, and Brandon Benda. So this next year's seniors, they're looking at 3-year, varsity starter kids. So there's a good core group there for next year. So we're optimistic that good things will happen next year as well.
All right, John, well, congratulations on Coach of the Year honors and a fantastic season at Westwood.
Thank you. It's a great honor. I really appreciate it.
That's Boys Coach of the Year, John Jessen from Westwood. Stay tuned. We'll be right back to unveil the Boys Team of the Year and Girls Team of the Year. Stick around. Welcome back to the Local 3 Sports Awards. Now it's time to see who you voted for Girls Team of the Year.
The 2015 Girls Team of the Year.
The nominees are Westwood Tennis, Gwynn Basketball, Calumet Basketball.
The 2015 Girls Team of the Year is Westwood High School Tennis.
Westwood Tennis won the Division II UP Finals, but that's nothing new for this team. The Westwood girls tennis team has won 6 straight UP titles, creating a very accomplished and fun program.
I think what we like to try to offer is just a fun experience for the kids. Most of them come in, most of them have never played tennis before. They start off as freshmen, but with the tradition that we have right now, the kids aren't asked usually to step in and play varsity right away, so they have a year or so to grow, and they see the success and they want to be part of that success.
No matter how much we goofed around or practiced, had a lot of fun, we still came together when it was time to compete, and we managed to win the titles.
This year, it was the 9 seniors that led the team to another UP Finals victory.
It's always exciting. We've won some by runaways, we've won some close. They're all unique, but this year was really neat because it was a large group of seniors, and it was very close too. It came down to a close score.
I'm just glad to be a part of all these wins. I've been here for 3 of the 4. So yeah, I'm just proud to be on the team that actually gets nominated for this.
The independence of the game is what the Patriots found so appealing.
They have the control over their success. How good do they want to be? And at the same time, I have enough experience with it to where the ones that want to grow and want to get better, I feel like I can give them the instruction needed to be successful.
It's the one sport that you really choose exactly where you're going to be. I mean, our coach has some control, but if you want to play in the singles lineup, all you have to do is beat someone in the singles lineup and you're part of it.
Definitely a dynasty building at Westwood with their tennis program. And now it's time to unveil the Boys Team of the Year.
The 2015 Boys Team of the Year.
The nominees are Escanaba Hockey, Ishpeming Football, North Central Basketball.
The 2015 Boys Team of the Year is North Central High School Basketball.
There were a lot of great basketball teams in the UP this season, but the North Central Jets were simply the best. The Jets went 27-0 en route to the Class D state title, and it was North Central's unselfish play that allowed the Jets to fly.
We don't rely on just one person to get all the shots. Like in the NBA, you see players where they're just expecting one guy to get all the points, but that's not with us. We want to win, and we don't care who scores the points.
There was probably never a dull moment throughout the season. We all love each other. We're a family. This isn't anything individual, and we're brothers.
We spread the wealth offensively, and that made us a difficult cover for a lot of teams because it wasn't just one guy stepping up each night, it was different guys. We had 8 players this year scoring double figures. Team chemistry is probably our best attribute. It's the best I've seen at the school district in my 9 years coaching here. And no matter if we would have won a state championship or lost a state championship, these players would have been with each other through thick and thin.
The Jets also took on the identity of Coach Adam Mercier.
He brings us closer together, and it's fun to have him in the locker room and out at practice and during the games, and I'm very thankful to have him as a coach.
He's a great coach. I mean, he's a perfect role model for all of us. I mean, we have our practices where we're serious, but not serious. I mean, sometimes you gotta be serious, but not all the time, and that's what I like about him. You're able to have fun.
The Jets only lose 2 seniors heading into next season, so expectations will be high for the state champs.
Pushed us to want it next year and really boosted it. It makes us want to get better and achieve that again. I know we can do it.
The experience was unbelievable. I can still picture it to this day, and the goal is to get back down there and win again.
Congratulations to North Central and all of our winners who were voted on by our viewers at upmatters.com. That'll wrap up the inaugural Local 3 Sports Awards. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Pete Francis. Good night.
The inaugural Local 3 Sports Awards have been brought to you by Peninsula Federal Credit Union, Classic Auto Collision, Checker Bus and Checker Transport, Edwards Automotive, and Solberg's Greenleaf Sports Bar and Grill.